Street Cafe started back in autumn of 2004, and I began just outside the university library, Edinburgh University, just myself with a camper table and serving hot drinks and having literature. And then a few student Christians joined me. And then the second one grew out of what was outside Teviot, which is a nightclub in those days. And then the third one started in November 2007, and that was what we called the Underbelly team. That's reaching the nightclubbers on Friday nights in a key spot where all the nightclubbers are. And then since then, it's just grown and grown. So we know about at least 24 street cafe teams operating in Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and there's one in America as well. But they're just the ones we know, because actually there are others that sprout up and we don't even know. And we suddenly hear there's one that appeared here and there's another one appeared there. So we just praise God for this, because thousands of people are hearing the gospel in a really friendly, informal way. We're finding the most open people from Scotland are the young ones, between about 11 and 17 years old. They're the ones that are really soaking up the gospel, and there's a genuine interest amongst them, much more than the older folk, which is really exciting and encouraging to see that. And we've already had probably a dozen gospel conversations at least, if not more, because there have been groups of young people, probably more than 20. It's a great spot to be. We're out of the way on the side, and there's a stream of people continually going past us, and it picks out the ones who want a free hot drink, and many of them will get involved in conversations about the gospel. And we find those who are hungry and those who are not. People come up for the hot drinks, okay, and while we're making a hot chocolate or something, we get into just general conversation. But we can also say to them, look, we got some free booklets here. They're all from a Christian point of view, and you're welcome to take one as a free gift. So when you look at the booklets, for example, testimonies of people who've come to Jesus from different backgrounds. They're Muslim imams, they're Jewish rabbis, they're atheist professors of science, they're Hindu gurus, there are witches, leading witches, and various people who have become Christians. And so it's targeting different people, because in the crowd of people that come past, there are all sorts of beliefs out there. But all those booklets, there are 5 testimonies in each, and each one will share the gospel. So we get through so many of these, thousands of these over the years. We're finding people are coming to Christ. Even booklets which are thrown on the street. We had, for example, one Friday night where the nightclubs are. Obviously one of our team had shared the gospel with somebody, and the person had taken Dawn of the New Age booklet and a Why Jesus booklet, and must have gone into the nightclub and left it outside on the street. A bit later another man came along, and he thought, oh, my wife's really into New Age stuff. So he took that booklet and the Why Jesus booklet, took it back for his wife. She read it right through. She said, you've got to read these. So he read it through. They both became Christians. They both found a church. They've been Christians for some years now, and the wife has even been out helping us in outreach as well. And so just only 2 weeks ago we had a young lad who was a young teenager, 13, 14. He'd come to Christ through the Why Jesus booklet. So God really powerfully uses the literature we're using as part of the process, as well as ourselves explaining the gospel and sharing Jesus and praying with people as well. People are very open to be prayed for in the context of a conversation.